We all know pine trees, we live here. Okay, a pine tree carries wet snow and lets a branch weigh down to the floor of the earth. Heaviness strangles the green spindly fingers that pop in and out of the white patterns on purity. Needle hands at the Museum of Natural History, we smash our faces into 1,000 pins and we felt nothing. We are children. We do not run away from our distorted selves in funny mirrors, half bodies on enormous heads. We know it means nothing. I run and leap headfirst and slide into a cave and slide into a hallway of black and white music and skid to a stop on minor keys. This white snow is not my face, but instead a reminder to the pine tree about the limitations of its own nature. But needles pop through and do not die. It is just heavier this season, and clean snow tastes good. Suck to concentrate inside needle mouths. You will never die and you will never starve out here. Next poem is called... It's kind of an experimental deal. I don't know, it doesn't have a title. But it does have numbers. Number 1. Redwood Forest, Monte Rio, California, July 14th, 9:45 p.m. I am trying to follow the moon. I am stuck under the redwood that stands enormous above me. Something floating out of me came here, the big thing said, not me. Number 2, dreams from the White Lodge. These are the hours that no one knows about, when if you listen in the stillness, you hear the muffled speaking of a city nearer to consciousness. This is a city on a lake. This is a city beyond the northern winds, with rules, but not your rules. Then just down the road, you hear the wind whisper that your time here is dead. You also hear not one of them is worth staying for, that no one is worth staying anywhere for, and that you better get used to it, constantly feeling 2 seconds from the end, like 3 seconds from sleep. Number 3, the woman and the clock. There is a clock that beams electricity and gives stage to the woman who really knew. She told us about God. Her face is lumpy and her teeth are shaking. There is a tiny church with a tiny altar, with a tiny cross, and a tiny congregation that weeps and weeps and weeps for the sun. There is electricity, she says, pointing to the clock. There is movement, and that's all you can know here. There's a little black broken chair you want to sit in. You want to be fixed. Why do you want like that? Where will you go next? Number 3. Redwood Forest, Monte Rio, California, July 14th, 10:15 p.m. 33 hours now under this redwood. While I'm paralyzed, the men who eat my children will go to the sauna soon. They will be naked and they will look at each other. They will nod heads in reverence. In airways, they will push clear channels into your ears while you sit there too, paralyzed with abundance and promises of salvation. Number 4. In the sunshine, all I can see are the faint flashes of violent rainbows, because we smash fingers into our own eyes to make color in black and white days. And like children, we get praised for mediocrity. We just hover, you and I get lost in the suspension. They think the ability to hold mystery is enough without moving beyond that. Certain people have known that this is not enough, and they seem to be mostly dead. Dead behind rose bushes and in horseless carriages creaking down the beachless sand. Number 6, astral projection. There I am the heart drip, and I will look down. I will not look down. I will look them square in the eyes, even when they won't see me. I will never be afraid of another human being. Never, because I am the heart drip. I know I'm in the Black Lodge, and I know that cutting things up into days is just one method. I know the dark rift in the 13th constellation, and when the cross aligns itself between all 3, the sun, the moon, and the stars, this is when time will fold in upon itself. I know the cleanest realization is the blood that will come soon. I feel it in the swimming of the fluids around in my heart when it is coming, and my vulnerability concerns some old mother in me. A moon child is forever alone when scorpion sting dies. Number 8, dreams of searching for Laura Palmer. Well, you know what I'm talking about. All right. I sit on the pier and my feet dangle, and I want to think I am relaxing. I want to think I'm contemplating. But even then, my mind is in a rage, a firing, progressive rage that can't enclose itself and never seems to reach a wholesome conclusion. Sometimes I will the thought. Sometimes it is though the thought, its train, runs on tracks beyond this realm, not like the other day when I sat at a red light for 20 minutes because a freight train was going by, and I thought about the wettest, deepest sand. Sandbags weigh me down in a basement, and fans are swooshing when Laura Palmer is about to die. And everything from there on is just my life now, not hers anymore. And I'm seeing it too, and we are in the Black Lodge together now. I need to find her, Agathra, Agathra. Where are you? Are you the first door or the exit wound? And when I'm there, will I need a further consciousness again to keep moving? Will I ever stop moving? Will I ever find night in a lilac garden in the moonlight with you?